Alpha.
This video is super quick and I want it to come from right here, so I want it to be as truthful and organic as possible. So this right here is actually not a A7 V, and you could probably tell by zooming in or because I don't have a million subscribers or a lot of subscribers on here. But nonetheless, I run a filmmaking company, and here's why that camera may or may not be a good option for you as a beginning filmmaker or someone looking to switch it up. So with that being said, I can't even talk today because I'm tired as hell. Start somewhere is the name of the game. Kip Jackson is the filmmaker. That's me. Let's get into it. So I actually run my business off of the FX6 right behind me, and the FX30, which I'm shooting on. But I did do a lot of filmmaking originally on my A7 III. Like, this camera was monumental when it came out. I think it came out back in 2018. It has the 4K, I think it has 4K 60 on here or 4K 30. I don't really shoot 4K 60 as much because it's just a pain in the ass to edit. But when I really had this camera, I predominantly use it for photo and video, mainly content creation, because it was so easy to just go like that. Like, you could mount it like this. You could have a little, a little plate that I would have and carry that out on a gimbal. And as obviously I was growing and a lot of stuff was happening in the field, like Instagram started to blow up more, TikTok was really on the rise, vlogging and all that stuff started really blowing up. It became more important to have a camera that can do both. And as I started to learn myself in filmmaking, I didn't want to do both, right? I didn't want to do both. So I wanted to get more and more into just filmmaking. Like, I did wedding videos. I've been blessed over the past couple of years to be able to use the kit I've been able to use. But even today, you would still be set. But that A7 V, right? It comes out, it comes out in a couple days. I might be able to be testing it if they, bless me. Like, I did fill out that little questionnaire to test it out for my filmmakers out there, but it's around $2,800, $2,900 US, maybe $3,200 after taxes, which is a equivalent of buying an FX3 used or an FX3 without a top handle brand new. So with that in mind, remember that. So you're getting a 33 megapixel sensor, which is a lot bigger than this. I believe this one is 24. I might be 24, and even the FX 30 or FX3 is a 12. So you're starting to realize that the megapixels for these cameras matter a little bit in terms of whether you want to do both. Like, doing both and having the ability to crop in, I might be wrong with some of the megapixels, like, just forgive me, I'm tired. Doing both and having the ability to zoom in post and crop certain things out is amazing. And having that 33 megapixel on the Sony A7 V with the ability to have that awesome brand new sensor. Sony is known for their sensors, right? They're known for their imaging. They're known for their reliability. And like my previous video on this channel, when I went to NAB and I interviewed a couple of those workers and they walked me through their ecosystem, right? Like, it's great at producing products. Like, Sony, good job. If you're somebody who's getting into this, I recommend, hey, pick that up. If that's in your wheelhouse to spend $3,200 on a camera that's brand new, cool. If you want to review gear and you want more clicks, cool. That's for you. Whether you want to build your business off of it and you can start to turn profits, anyone can do that with any camera nowadays. So you can do that with this. It really depends on what you're putting in the front of it. Like, this could be your learning lesson right here. You have a $6,000 camera, never said it like this, and you have a $800 lens. Not going to cut it. You got to get some expensive lenses and some lenses that actually, have detail and good aperture and reliable gear focuses and all that stuff when you're growing in your filmmaking business. So more pluses with that Sony A7 V is that it doesn't do this. The screen for that, way better than this right here. This is a pain. Say you're looking at yourself in the video and you want to, you can't do that with the Sony A7 III. You can do it with the A7 IV and now with the A7 V with the fully awesome articulating screen. Looks amazing. Like, honestly, this is probably going to garner some new filmmakers, some people who are just getting into it, and they do a good job at advertising. They dropped like 25 creators yesterday reviewing this, and I was like, damn, I'm not included. Kind of felt hurt, but I don't see why I would be until now. So why I wouldn't get this camera is if I just want to go shoot video. If I just want to be a video filmmaker and I don't even want to do photography, you go right for the FX30 or right for the FX3 and you work your way up in that line. If you're someone of a hybrid content creator and you get a used. I started with a used A6100, and comment below like what your first camera was, because actually I started with a GoPro Hero 8. Now I literally volunteered to shoot a wedding on a GoPro Hero 8. I was bugging. Then I got the A6100, two of those, and then the A7 III. And you don't have to go in any order, but to drop $3,200 without any income in this, it has to be either you're rich, or you're gaining a lot of revenue from what you're doing, which is where you could be in a certain area of the world, New York, Germany, Australia, the Philippines, these different countries with huge creative markets, and LA and Texas, obviously, you can definitely, grow very fast in a short period of time. Another thing about the A7 V that's pretty cool is the overheating. Doesn't really overheat. Honestly, I never had this camera overheat except for once. The A7 III overheated on me in the summer at the end of a wedding because I had it outside the entire time in the sun. Other than that, this camera was chilling. They do make fans for this. But the Sony A7 V doesn't really, you don't need that. It operates pretty well. It's shooting, 7K. It is cropped. So again, when you're shooting 4K 120 and for weddings or for clients, it does have a slight crop. Like if you're editing the work, cool. No, you're not going to notice it. Nobody's going to notice it. I'm going to tell you right now, I've done 200 clients and they don't know when it crops in for what. Like have this camera. I've had this camera. I've tried to match this up with this, to be honest. Like to be real talk, I've tried to match it up with that and it's worked out. So is the Sony A7 V for you? Maybe. Is it for me? I honestly think at this point in my career, no, but I would love to try it out and maybe make some content with it. Like I love doing that part of this job, and this spear and this hobby, but I'm probably going to forego it. Let me know what you guys think below. Actually, not a different EVF than what's on other Sony cameras nowadays, so it didn't get a newer EVF, to my knowledge at least. And there's a whole bunch of things. So comment below your thoughts on this camera. Is it a right move for them? I don't think Sony really cares. I think they're really focusing on the future, which is what they're really doing. They're chasing dreams. That's their whole motto now this year. So yeah, comment below. Subscribe so I can at least be involved in this type of stuff in the future. And if you want to hear real organic, like not filtered, not BS, not paid by anybody, opinions on stuff by someone who actually uses the gear, not just creates content on here, and somebody who does a lot of stuff from the soul, subscribe to your boy. It's your boy, Kip Jackson. I said boy twice there. Whatever. Peace. I got to go inside to my daughters.